have lots and lots of energy connected to it. And it's a powerful, powerful new moon. It's a new moon in Leo. So, and yes, he did. So I want to thank you all for coming and answering the call to be here in ceremony tonight. The times are quite powerful right now. And this Leo new moon is asking us to stand up and be counted. To stand up and rise up. And not necessarily out of rebellion, but more out of rising up our eternal light. Rising up the light that is within us. And for some, I included, this may have been this new moon, this energy for me has really brought up a lot of my shadow, has really brought up a lot of emotion, a lot of falling deep this week, of really going on a very deep dive internally, of feeling not present, not powerful, not connected. It was definitely a very dark night of the soul week for me. So I don't know if anyone else had that experience or has been having that experience. But as I've been working with it all day in any spiritual capacity that I had, I kept being reminded that nothing is stronger than light. Nothing is stronger than light. No darkness can reside where we bring light into it. That can be very challenging when we're in a very dark night of the soul, to find the hope, to find the dangling branch that helps us be lifted up. And that comes with tremendous faith. Because this Leo moon, and I'll read something. I was listening to a podcast that someone shared with me that had a lot of very profound and very powerful points about this new moon and the times that we were in. But one of the things I was just listening to that she was saying is, the thing is that the old paradigm is crumbling and there's a new paradigm, but it's actually not in place yet. So it's a very interesting time of trying to keep that light, keep that focus, keep that encouragement when it's not even there yet. When we are, so we have to pull on this place of absolute faith, absolute trust in the divine and in the light that exists within each and every one of us. And the more that we can spark that light within us, the more that goes out and touches and affects everyone in our life. I was troubled this week by the thought that what is being reflected outside, how is that a reflection of what's going on inside of me, for one? But more so of, what is it going to take to get that 100th monkey? What is it going to take to be able to shift that planetary shift? And I get really down about it. I hit a point where literally I didn't want to do this anymore. I just felt so defeated. And it was very sad to me. It's been a very sad week for me. And I've had to really look at that and look at what I'm grieving and what am I letting go of. And part of that's control. Part of that's of wanting to know what's going to happen next. But I've listened to many spiritual leaders now that have said that, they go to their guides and ask, what's it going to look like in 3 months from now? And it's blank. And they're told flat out just ask for what you need to do tomorrow, because that's all we got. Like, so because we are, so what I'm hearing from Spirit right now is because we are in this field of possibility. There are still at this moment limitless possibilities that can play out. And I want to align myself and work with what is one of the possibilities that's going to give the highest outcome. What is one of the possibilities that's going to give my child and my child's children and their children a different world, a world that I can be proud of when my descendants down the line say they go and they journey back and they go, you know, great grandmom or great grandma, Candy helped usher this in, helped by bringing in her light, helped by whatever my small piece is, that I was an agent of change, that I was an agent of light, that I stood up for love. Because the bottom line, everything going on out there is all fear-based, and it is all, I believe it's just, I don't know. So what I'm hearing from Spirit, so this is a whole new take on it, it's the collective ego. So we always hear about the collective consciousness, but what about the collective ego? Well, the collective ego right now is scared the shit out of, because where's its place going to be? If we're in a place of vibrating from love, where's the ego? What role is it going to play in this new world, in this new paradigm? And I don't know about anybody else, but I have a pretty strong friggin' ego that I have been trying to work with for years now. So we're being given this gift, and maybe tonight, I had no idea about the ego piece, so maybe that's what we're going to work with in Journey, is how to befriend our ego, because we're not here to take away our darkness or our shadow pieces. We're here to bring them into wholeness. We're here to bring them into love and into light. We're here to love them back to be a part of us again. We're not here to deny any parts of ourselves. I can't deny the fact that if I'm backed into a corner, I could become pretty Puma-like. Like, I would not be an agent of, I don't even know, fragility. But I would like to think my form of attack comes from a place of love, a place of standing in my power. We're definitely in a place right now that we really need how to learn to respond and not react. And that was what has troubled me the most this week, is that I was reacting. And I really got down on myself and judged myself very harshly for that place of reacting. I realized that I'm going to have to either unfriend a lot of people on Facebook or not go on it at all and just stick to a couple groups, because I could not look at it without getting engaged or react this week. And not react in like a bad way that way, but react in a way that I went into a pit of despair. Because it just was very saddened to me what people's beliefs are. And that we've become so polarized. Because the bottom line is, we are humanity. We are all one. And that's what's been so defeating and scary to me this week, is that unless we get that, I don't know what our world's going to be. Because it has to be that. It has to be where we come to understand that we are all one humanity. We have to come to understand, look, and I know some people are climate changer hoax people and it's all fake, and that's just the regular cycle of the earth. And that may be all completely true. Maybe the cycle that the earth is going to go into. But I, with 100% certainty, know that if we don't learn how to work with the earth, if we don't learn how to work in Aini and reciprocity with the earth, she is going to shake us off her back. Because the earth always is going to win. The earth always will prevail. The earth is just going to just knock us off and re-heal herself and create a whole new ecosystem. We're just not going to be part So you can think climate change is a hoax, but then the joke's on you, because unless we learn how to live in reciprocity and harmony with the earth, we won't be on it. And that's where my despair has been this week, because these are knowings that I've had for a very long time, way before I started doing shamanic work. Actually, as a child, just things that I heard that resonated with me and I didn't understand. And they're all coming to a head now. And so we're in some huge, powerful creative times right now. And we are co-creating our reality. As much as I don't want to admit that I am helping co-create this reality, I am. I have to own my piece of that. I am part of the creation process of what is going on right now. And what within me is reflected out there that I don't want to bring in to the new paradigm. And that's the place we're all at. So that's one of the things that I will encourage you to make that prayer tonight of release. Really be honest, and maybe that's where the journey is going to go, is where is that ego part of us that is so entrenched in the old paradigm that it does not want to let go, and it is gripping our minds and our emotions, and so that's the other thing that I hit today and the other day, that so the Leo moon can either can have the positive or the negative. And that's part of the card I drew for us today, is Leo can be so, you need that Leo personality, that fire sign, that sign that's going to be like, here I am, I'm present and I'm accounted for. But there also can be that part of it that can be all about me. And that part is the part, and that part about all about me. Look at me, look, like that generally is going to draw drama with it. And because, so that's not the Leo that, so, there's the, I don't want to say the negative or the positive, but there's the aspects of everything that's going to bring in more light or more darkness. It's going to bring in more joy or more fear. So it's very important to realize, how are you exuding that Leo energy? Are you doing it from a place of unity and being able to be present and accounted for and stand up, but stand up for all, not make it about you? And I had no idea I was going in any of this. I didn't even think I could even do a ceremony tonight. So I want to thank Spirit for coming through, and I hope any of that resonates maybe with where you've been, and maybe you're in a place of bliss, and God bless you. And lead the way, because I'm ready. And I've been there. Like, I have really been able to maintain that. And this week was just a really intense one. And part of that, I think, for me, was about hitting that vulnerable place, hitting that place of asking for help today, of asking for a sign to help me, as I felt like I was drowning this morning. And, and that sign came through actually a post on Facebook from a woman that would come to classes when I would have Linda here. And when I read what she had to say, and that, it's time for us light workers, it's time for us to really ground in our light and bring that forward. And ironically, she heard that last night in the convention, the Democratic convention, is that place of hearing about light. And then that made her activate within herself, like, yes, like the word light is being broadcast on that scale. And so as much as I have been spending the last 2 or 3 days in a very dark pit, that lifted me out today. And I reached out and I thanked her for sharing that. And she wrote a poem along with it that was beautiful. And then I have to honor that she has seen me be that. even though I haven't been that. I'm sure I have been, but to me, judging myself, I haven't been that in the last 3 days. And so to have her reflect that back to me of who I have been for her in ceremony, who I have been for her to remind me of who I am. And so tonight, I hope this ceremony reminds you, no matter where you are, that you are light, and nothing is more powerful than light. There's nothing more powerful than light. And light is love. And love is in service, and it is wise. So where are we bringing in our wisdom? Where are we bringing it into action? Where are we standing up and being counted for? And stand up in that place of divine light, to stand up in that place of divine love. That's all there is. Like that literally is our one purpose on this planet. The rest is illusion. The rest is the ego. And it makes it fun sometimes, you know. Could be all boring if we're all walking around blissed out all the time. You know, you gotta have some fun things. But the whole point is to remember what is our place on this earth. And it doesn't just extend to the people in our party. It doesn't just extend to the people that have the same skin color as us. It doesn't extend only to the people that we find attractive. It extends out to everyone. It is not exclusionary. It does not separate. And that's where my heart has been broken this week, is the complete separation and division. And the name blaming and the calling on both sides. Yes, I am a Democrat, but I'm not saying that things that they say I agree with either, because we need to be able to say it from a place that we're not putting someone else down. Because if you're putting someone else down in the process of doing it, it's not coming from light. And I don't care what you want to say. It's not coming from light. If there's any derogatory incantation at all, it is not of light. You know, it's that backhanded. It still has a curse behind it. It still has an energy behind it. So how can we come from the purest essence, that Christ consciousness? And I don't mean, I made a post on Facebook once and someone just misunderstood me because they were Jewish, that I was just talking about Christ. And it's not Christ as in Christ our Savior. It's about the Christ consciousness, and that Christ consciousness is pure love, is pure light. So that's a lot of talking. And so I feel blessed tonight. I feel blessed to be able to facilitate ceremony. I feel, and I'm going to do something I never do, and I'm going to give myself kudos to get myself out of where I was today, to be able to present and become as hollow of an instrument as I can, to be able to be here and be in service. And we can be in service in so many different ways. And part of it is just by being present. Part of it is just by showing up with your heart. We have enough ego going on out there. We have enough, I don't even know what word anymore to call it, but I'm just too tired. Like, really, is what it comes down to. I'm just too tired to even name what's going on anymore in the planet. I just know where I want to come from and how I want to vibrate in energy and what I want to attract. And the way I had been feeling the past couple of days is not going to assist me in attracting what my heart desires. And so I encourage us all in this very, very, very powerful new moon to look at what are those places within ourselves that is so ready to be let go of. What that is crumbling around us, are we literally with our nails just dug into trying to hold on to it because it's all we know? And I know it's scary. I know dropping into that void, into that place of the unknown is not comfortable. It really isn't comfortable for me. I like to have a plan. I like to follow a plan. I like to, and I'm not negating that. And I think on the other side, I'll still do that. Maybe in a different way. But to me, if you don't have a plan and you don't have an action, it just stays in theory. Like, you need to birth it. You need to, but we need to allow that intuitive feminine aspect of us. The feminine is rising. So how do we first get in touch with what is that feminine? What is that intuition piece that is waiting to be birthed and come forward? So we have this amazing vehicle of ceremony. And remember, as I've always shared, ceremony is an invitation. It's completely up to you what you want to do with it. And if you want to disconnect right now because what I said doesn't align with your beliefs, I honor that also. But ceremony is an invitation from Spirit at all times. And we're here, our soul, there's no coincidence that we're here on the planet at this time. There's no coincidence why we are walking in this planet, or there's no coincidence why the group that gathered tonight is here, why this circle, why this group of people in their hearts. I always been taught from long time ago that any circle that I've been in, that it's the unique combination of souls and spirits and hearts that come together that create this magnificent matrix that goes out, this magnificent light that goes out, and each person is integral. Each person has a part. I'm no more powerful in this ceremony than anyone else sitting in this ceremony. We all come bringing into this a right mind, a right thought, a right action, a right heart. And it takes all of us to do that. And, you know, the word has been coming up everywhere for me, and I don't know if anyone else has been seeing it everywhere, is that we need to step into our sovereignty. What does that sovereignty look like? And not sovereignty as in, hey, look at me, like I am better than you. Sovereignty as in owning in the most humble way of who you are and bringing that forward without any fear of being judged because you're different, because your thoughts are different, because your energy is different, and especially if you're a male, to be seen as weak. I really empathize with men right now because it's a time where we have to step into more of those feminine principles. And I know that in the old patriarchal society that we're stepping away from, you're viewed as gay or queer or what's the matter with him? Why? Yeah, well, I don't consider, Wade said metro. I don't consider metro. I have a lot of metro guys in my chair as a hairdresser, but you know, you're seen as weak. Forever showing that other part of yourself, forever, and it's going to take that other part of yourself to really make the shift. So I have great empathy that I always didn't like being in a feminine body, but it's definitely working for me on this avenue. So we need to really tap in to that feminine rising, that place of not being in competition with everyone, because we know that it's an abundant universe. We know that there is enough for everyone out there. We don't have to take the whole pie because we're afraid that nothing else is going to come. So, Spirit singing that song again in my head, these times they are changing. And I like that song and I don't at times because and sometimes it can feel mocking, but these times they are changing. And we are the agents of change. And how are we going to change? And how are we going to step up? And how are we going to move in this world from a place of coming from our light and our love and our heart? And how do we do that? I don't really know for everyone. Like, I can only find for me. But what we will do is we will go through ceremony, and we will go step into a place of sacred time. That place of there's no beginning and there's no end. That place where we can heal something that has happened lifetimes ago that prevent us from feeling safe to step into our sovereignty, of safe to step into that heart space and bring it forward. That makes us feel too vulnerable in which to stand into who we were meant to be. So I say we just jump into ceremony, and I don't know what it's going to look like. Like I said, I really had nothing. I had nothing tonight, so I don't even know where all that came from. But what I will share with you before we open directions is, you know, when we used to be all together, we would pick our own goddess. Well, I was picking goddess cards, and I got the one, and then I looked down and realized another goddess card had fallen in my lap, and I was told we needed both. And I'm going to ask this goddess's forgiveness, so I don't even know if I'm going to say it right. Yamanye, and it's called Golden Opportunity. Important doors are opening for you right now, and walk through them. And Johanna put it up, and I love that she's surrounded in water. So she is with us. And then the other card that had fallen in my lap was Mother Mary. And it says, expect a miracle. Have faith that your prayers have been heard and are being answered. So we have Mother Mary. So she's who dropped into my lap and wanted to be here. So I love that we got Golden Opportunity and Expected Miracle together. So that is being held for us on the altar. As always, we have Kuan Yin, that goddess of compassion, that we learn how to be compassionate with ourselves, but especially to be compassionate with those around us. And especially compassionate with those around us that don't see things the way we do, that don't think the way we do. And that can be a challenge, but we can rise to the occasion. So let's, oh, honey, can you grab me my rattle in the top drawer? So we'll open directions to go into sacred space. You can either do that with your eyes closed or stand where you are, but no, there's no time-space continuum. So the space that I open here is opened in your home. Close your eyes, see how that energy feels and what comes in for you. Touch them up. Your cool light around us. Help us shed our past the way you shed your skin in one clean swoop. Help us to stay out of that place of suffering and step into that place of impeccability. Teach us how to lay belly to belly with the mother. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you for any and all healing that will occur on the physical level. Oh. The winds of the west, Mother Jaguar. Thank you for protecting our medicine space. Thank you for mulching that which no longer serves. Thank you for teaching us how to go over that rainbow bridge, how to have one foot in this road and one foot in the next. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for this place of stepping beyond fear, of being fearless. Help us to learn how to be peaceful, luminous warriors so that we can learn how to walk on this planet yet not leave a footprint. And thank you so much for any and all healing that will occur on the emotional level. Oh. To the winds of the north, to Cedar Kente, great hummingbird, grandmothers and grandfathers and ancient ones, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for this place of mythic and of magic and of imagery. Thank you for this place of stillness and light. Thank you for this place of teaching us how to be the eye in the center of the storm. Most importantly, continue to teach us how to drink directly from the sweet nectar of life so that we no longer source from places that no longer feed us. Oh. The winds of the east, great eagle condor, ouchie, you fly wing to wing with great mystery. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for taking us to the mountains that we only dare to dream of. Thank you for teaching us how to fly wingtip to wingtip with a great mystery. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Continue to help us to see these limitless possibilities through eagle vision so that we can see all the different steps, all the different avenues, all the different gateways that we can go through so that we once and for all step out of that place of being fated and step into that place of our destiny. Oh. Bless you, Mama, great mother. Thank you for coming here for the healing of all your children, the two-legged, the four-legged, the creepy, the cory, the fin, the fern, and the winged. Thank you, great mother. Oh, thank you for being the true alchemist. Taking that which no longer serves and bring it back to us, these gifts of gold. I thank you so much, so much, so much for everything that you bring to us, everything that you give to us. Thank you for that place of teaching us grounding and of structure and of balance and of nurturing, that place of the deep divine feminine. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I thank you yet again for being patient with us as a species and leaving us on your back yet another day. Oh. Inti Tai Tai, Mama Kia, Star Nations, Great Spirit, you are known by 1,000 names and you are unnameable. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for the hearts, minds, and souls of everyone in this circle. Please whisper in our ear and touch our hearts. Please help us to step beyond the illusion, to step beyond our ego just for this moment, so that we can be in divine union with our higher self, with our ancestors, with our guides, with our helping spirits, with all those that are here to assist us. And I thank you once again for all the ancestors that went before me and all those that sacrificed their lives so that we can make this prayer. Oh.
You want lights?
If you turn it on, could you just turn the volume on? So, all right. So let's take a moment to let all those words go. And I'm not even going to read the actual card, the meaning of it, but just show you the card for tonight. And it's to detach from drama. How do we detach from the drama of our life that is holding us back? The drama that's an illusion that creates separation. And what I'm being guided to share is it's not just separation with others, separation from our light, from who we are. So let's take a moment, ground in with the mother and the father. So just take 3 cleansing breaths in and out just to bring us to focus, bring us to stillness. So cleansing breath in, releasing breath out. anything that's standing in your way of purely stepping into that place of stillness. And from this place, once again, seeing either roots from the bottom of your feet or from your root chakra going down into the earth, down past the bedrock, and down, all the way down to the earth's molten core. That deep, rich, rich lava. And once you've tapped in, start to see that coming up through the root system. And deep, rich, red energy of the mother coming up either through your feet or through your root and going into your root chakra. Awakening and clearing anything, burning away anything, any hucha, any heavy energy that is blocking you from creation. And feeling connected and grounded. Come up to your second chakra and feel that filling with that richness of the mother. The seat of creation, the seat of the womb. Not just for women, but for men. This place of the creation. Going up to your solar plexus, your place of your personal power. Filling this cavity, filling this chakra. Anything that is preventing you from stepping in to your full divine power, your sovereignty. Coming up to your heart. A place of deep munai of love. So see anything burn away, or any blockages, or any, what I'm hearing, cages that may be around our heart to protect us, that were meant to be there to protect us at one time, that there's no need for them. It blocks us from receiving and giving love freely. See that dissipate. See that be absorbed by the light and by the love that is you. Going up to your throat chakra, that place of speaking your truth. But speaking your truth mostly to yourself. No more of these lies. No more of these programmed, conditioned thoughts and feelings that prevent us from stepping in to our divinity. See them being dissolved. Going up to your third eye, that place of intuition. That place of right thought. Any places of monkey mind or of thoughts that bring in drama into our lives, see them being dissolved. And this rich yumminess of the mother. See her absorbing them and transmuting them with all the love of a mother. And feel your mind just beginning to settle. Relax. And then up to your crown. So that we can open up that area to be a conduit. To be able to bring in and source from that divine masculine. Our spirit body. Our highest consciousness. And then from that crown of your head, see a coil of light going up to the outpost of the heavens, Danti Tai Tai, the place of the divine masculine. This place of right action, right movement. This place of safety. This place that holds the feminine so sweetly so that she can manifest, so that she can dream. And then as that divine masculine holds her, it also is able to bring that intuitive, creative force and nature into being. So bring down that energy, that wisdom, that knowledge. See it coming into your crown. Igniting and commingling with the feminine. And coming into your third eye. In your throat. In your heart. Your solar plexus. Your second chakra. And your root. And take a moment and really sit in this place of the marriage between the divine masculine and feminine. The lore is that this creates a sacred marriage upon which any seed, any thought, any desire can manifest into creation. And from this space of utter connection and of in divine balance, call in a goddess, a guide, helping spirit, an ancestor. Could be the one that I picked that is here for all of us, or it could be your own individual. Totally up to you. But call on who in this moment is there to go with you on this journey, to be your co-pilot, to assist you in seeing that which we can bring into light this evening, that which we can bring into alignment and love about ourselves that has been preventing us from fully radiating our divinity and our light. What is the mask that it's time to let go of? That false illusion of self. And there is someone that is willing to come with you. All you need to do is ask and they will show up. And it may not be one, it may be many, and that is fine. Just trust. And once you have that connection with who is here to assist you, I want you to get ready to go on journey so you can get more comfortable if you need, or stand or dance or whatever, however you feel to embody this journey. And I want you to think of a sacred place, a place that's so special and so safe to you, a place that you be held just like baby. Preferably in nature and preferably somewhere that you've been. But if not, whatever comes, we are in sacred space. Whatever comes is appropriate. So in your mind's eye, see a doorway leading out of wherever you are, your room, your house. See it can turn into smoke, a veil, a curtain, a gateway. And start to make your way into this sacred garden, or forest, or cave, or ocean, or meadow. And as you're walking toward it, feel yourself and your energy of your light body getting lighter. As you walk, you're literally shedding with the intention of it turning into light when it hits the mother. And as you enter your sacred space, feel that you've been cleansed. And you're here in the highest vibration possible in this moment. You're being asked to call upon an animal also. What animal spirit wants to come and be with you? Has guidance? Thanking that animal spirit, that animal guide. And calling upon your guide, your helping spirit, your goddess, your angel, your archangel, your ancestor, to come and be with you. Asking them for your assistance. And showing you what creates your monkey mind. That cage around your heart. That block from creating. What prevents you from standing up and radiating the highest form of light that you are capable of in this moment? Your ancestor or guide will bring you over to a body of water that is like a still lake, that it can reflect images, symbols. Look into the water and see what is reflected back to you. It could be an emotion. Could be a fear. Could be a past life. Could be a thought form. Ask to be shown what in this moment is of your highest good to let go of. To love. To bring you back into wholeness and into balance. To transmute or transfigure right in this moment. And if you have multiple images, just honor whatever comes up. And I'll give you a couple moments. Now begin to see this body of water turning into a river of light, a river of alchemy. And see all that was reflected into the water becoming alchemized, turning that dark into gold. And then drink of this golden water that has the hidden gifts that were in these shadow pieces, that has the power that was held in this place in the dark. Drink it in. Your guide, your goddess, whoever is with you, hands you a cup and you drink of it from this chalice. And as you drink it, feel it shifting the cells of your body. Feel yourself becoming aligned with your light, with your sovereignty, in that place of divine love. Knowing you are worthy. You are power, not power over. You are your own power. Feel every organ absorbing this vibration. Every system. And connect in with that vibration. It may still be gold, or it may have transmuted into a different color vibration. Connect in with it. Get it a name. Give it a thought, give it a focus. This is the light that is you. This is the light that you can call upon to radiate at all times. Take your place by this sacred river. Honoring that co-creative force that is you. Now, from this place of absolute co-creation, ask your higher self or your power animal, or your guide, what miracle do you wish to see in your life? What golden opportunity do you wish to create? Let something new float in, or it could be something you've already been wishing for. But allow for the possibility of something different. Take a moment to make the statement that it is already so. That whatever it is already manifest. It's already a part of your life, of your world, of yourselves, of your mind, of your heart, and already been put into manifestation. And so it is. And we will begin to start to make our way back, holding on to that light and that vibration, bringing back your ancestors, your guides, your goddess, helping spirit, whoever was with you, and your power animal. Making your way back down the same path, back through that doorway. Back into the room, but don't come fully back yet. Take a moment to feel ourselves all in circle, holding hands. And once again, connect in with that light. Connect in with that highest vibration of light that came for you this evening. And see it beginning in your heart and expanding. And feel it vibrating and illuminating and radiating out of you. And look around our circle and see all the different colors of light, all the variety and the vibrations and the beauty, the joy. And feel how each of us is here for each other, holding each other up, being a sacred witness to each other's divinity, to our sovereignty. Along with our helpers and our guides and our para animals. In this sacred community circle. And feel how that makes your heart expand even further. Maybe expand in ways it's never even expanded to. Touching places within yourself that have never been touched. Bringing in ecstasy and joy and of liberation and of freedom. And then as we are radiating this magnificent light, see the earth in the center of the circle. And all of her inhabitants. And see the earth begin to radiate back as a reflection of us. See all those colors beginning to come on board of her. This holographic image of her matrix being lit up by who we are, by showing up, by being the light and the love, and by reflecting that back to her and her to us. Feel anyone open to receive on the planet that they be able to illuminate and ignite the light that lives within them. Sending the highest vibration of energy to all those in Northern California right now where the fires are. That if rain is in the highest good, let it fall, even if that is a miracle, even if it is improbable. We set the intention that if that be in the highest good for them, then so it is. See, for all those on the planet right now that feel this division so strong and this hatred, this deep hate, which is born out of fear of the unknown, out of fear of loss, out of fear of whatever their fear is. That if they are open to this love, that they receive it. If it be in their highest good. And feel how that shifts you when you step in that place of service, when you step in that place of humanity, of accountability, of oneness. Drink it in. For this is reality, the rest is illusion. Just take a moment to sit with that as I will put the petals in of that which we released. Into our river. And that which we brought in to co-create. And feel yourself becoming back more and more. Back into your body, grounding this energy in. You don't want to lose it. You want to encode it into every part of your being. Ground it in. Feel it becoming part of you. If you have a stone or a crystal with you, blow it in there. But knowing even if you don't, this is now a part of you. This has been encoded. This has upgraded your software and your DNA. You are vibrating at a higher frequency. You're vibrating at that place of hummingbird or eagle. A place of mythic and of symbols and of imagery. And that place of creation. And just make sure you've come back more fully, really grounding in. I want to thank you all for answering the call. I want to thank you all for holding sacred space. I want to thank you all for being a sacred witness. I want to thank you all for holding me accountable and making me show up, even when I don't want to. I want to thank you all for answering your soul's calling. Thank you for your open hearts, your open minds, and for your willingness to be called to action. I'm deeply touched and humbled. And all I want to do is cry. But we're just going to fade out because I want everyone to stay here as long as you can, to hold this, to journal. Own this part of you. It's what we need. It's what the world needs, but it's more importantly, it's what you need. It's what you need to upgrade your system for the new paradigm. It's imperative at this time that we answer our call. We answer our soul's call. even when we don't want to. I didn't want to today, but I showed up and I'm so grateful I did. But I couldn't have done that without you all and without the ancestors and the guides and the wolf that came for me. Please stand in your sovereignty. Please own who you are. I don't know any other way to say it, but we are who we are waiting for. And we are that powerful. And no one can diminish our light unless we allow it. Don't let anyone extinguish that which is the exquisite part of you. I love you all. This was a very, very, very deep ceremony. And know that you can go back to that river at any time to release whatever comes up. These journeys are given to me. They're never scripted. I never know what's going to come through. So remember that this will be on YouTube. If you don't remember it, you can fast forward and go to this journey anytime that you need it. And I encourage you to do it as often as possible. Remember, drink plenty of water, ground yourself, eat something. More importantly, love yourself. For me, that can be very challenging. But the greatest way to make this shift is to learn how to love ourselves without condition, without judgment, without fear, and without excuse. So I'm going to just end the meeting because I just want to leave you all in this place of yumminess. If you need anything, although I don't know why I'm being guided to ask this, if you want to pop up and chat if anyone is having a challenge, but if not, I would just like to leave everyone here in this place of the quiet, this place of the void, this place of creation, this place of stillness, this place of being the eye in the center of the storm. So that you can keep co-creating this evening, that you can keep vibrating your light and becoming one with it, and integration. So, oh yes, Wade reminded me I need to close directions. I'm kind of loopy. So we will close directions, but you stay where you are. I will do it. Stay in that place of the quiet. Really take in, as I'm saying the directions, really express your gratitude to the directions, thanking them for coming here, thanking them for being with us, thanking them for how they held us. To the winds of the south, the great serpent, Sachamama. Thank you for wrapping your coil of light around us. Thank you for teaching us how to shed our past the way you shed your skin in one clean swoop. Thank you for teaching us how to stay out of that place of suffering. Help us to learn how to continue to lay belly to belly with the mother, to get into rhythm with her heartbeat. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for that place of impeccability, and thank you for all the healing that has occurred on the physical level. Hold. The winds of the west, Akarango, Mother Jaguar. Thank you, thank you, thank you for this place of teaching us how to be in this world and of the next, how to go over that rainbow bridge. Thank you for teaching us how to live fearlessly, how to step beyond death into rebirth. Thank you for that place of holding us in that place of the peaceful, luminous warrior. Continue to guide us and teach us how to walk on this planet and not leave a footprint. And thank you for any healing that has occurred on the emotional level. The winds of the north, Yasita Kinte, great hummingbird, grandmas and grandfathers and ancient ones. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for this place of mythic and of imagery and of magic. Thank you, this place of being the eye in the center of the storm. This place of teaching us, how do we take that epic journey? Continue to guide with us, to teach us, to not drink from any place that no longer serves us any longer. And I thank you for this place of being, that eye in the center of the storm. Oh. To the winds of the east, great eagle, condor, aquacine, you who fly wing to wing with a great mystery, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for taking us to the mountains that we only dare to dream of. Thank you for teaching us how to fly wingtip to wingtip with a great mystery. Thank you so much for eagle view, for eagle vision. Continue to let us see all the limitless possibilities available at all time, so that we once and for all step out of that place of being fated and step into that place of our destiny. Pachamama, great mother, thank you for coming here for the healing of our children, the two-legged, the four-legged, the creepy, the crawly, the fin, the furry, the winged. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for being that true alchemist and taking that which no longer serves and bringing it back to us. Gold. Thank you for teaching us that place of nurturing, that place of grounding, that place of being held, being safe, being nurtured. Thank you for all the gifts and for everything that you give to us to be able to sustain life. Thank you so much. And thank you yet again for keeping us on your back yet another day. Oh. Inti Tai Mama Kia, Star Nations, Great Spirit, you are known by 1,000 names and you are unnameable. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for the hearts and minds and souls of everyone in this circle. Continue to whisper in our ear and touch our hearts. Thank you for creating this alchemical vessel through which we could transmute all those heavy pieces of ourselves, all that heavy hucha, all that was impeding in us shining our light to our highest capacity in this moment. And it will get bigger. We will be able to radiate at a much higher level. But in this moment, this is where we're meant to be. I thank you. I thank you yet again for this opportunity to be in service. I thank you yet again for everything that you bring into my life. I thank you for the challenges, for the joys, for the pain, and for the love. I thank you for it all. Oh, there's a chat, honey. I just want you to make sure there's nothing. There's that cold.
Thank you.
Okay. Who is it from?
Maria.
So we've closed directions, and from the bottom of my heart, I love you all. And just be mindful of your dreams and be gentle with yourself. And I say good night. I love you.